Hi everyone, this is Anthony from breathefitness.uk.com. This latest video is called the 4 Principles to Good Health, which basically means the 4 main things that you need to be able to accomplish to maintain good health or to achieve good health. 2 of them you should know, everybody should know already, but there are also another 2 that some of you I would expect should know, but you may not, so they may surprise you a little bit. So I'm going to go through them one by one, and then you can kind of tick off as you know them, and we'll see how we go. So the first main one that everybody should know is that you need to get regular exercise. This should be on a daily basis. I'd probably say aim to exercise 6 times a week, with 4 of those being a proper workout. And maybe 2 light sessions, and then give yourself 1 day, 1 rest day completely. The best thing for that is to plan them the week before, so you know exactly what you're going to train and when you're going to train throughout the week. The other thing that's really important with the exercise part that I do tell people a lot is that I feel like you do need to enjoy the exercise you're doing. If you don't enjoy it, then you won't want to do it. If you won't want to do it, then you're going to be stressed. If you're stressed when you're meant to be exercising, then it's counterproductive. So make sure you enjoy it. So some people love running, some people hate running. Some people love the gym, some people love the outdoors. Otherwise it would be, you might like swimming, you might like martial arts, anything. As long as it's getting your heart rate up and you're exercising on a regular basis, then that's going to work well for you. So that's the first principle. Moving on to the second principle, and probably the most important one, is about healthy nutrition. So this would really take up the majority of all the principles, because obviously what you put into your body is going to ultimately affect how your body changes and what you're going to get from it. If you eat poorly, if you eat processed foods, if you're going to have lots of sugar, so on, then your blood sugar is going to be affected, insulin levels, you're going to get fat storage, you're going to get low energy, and so on and so on. It's a long list. What I would say is you don't want to neglect any of the main food types. Where I go by the main food types, I mean carbohydrates, fats and proteins. You need to make sure you get a source of each one. There are so many diet books out there that tell you completely cut out carbohydrates or so on, don't eat certain things after a certain time. It's all nonsense. You need to give your body what it requires, so it's just about getting the right foods at the right time. What I also tend to say to everybody is that if you walk into a supermarket and you pick something up, you do know instantly whether that is good for you or not. You know if it's processed, you know if it's something that's grown out of the ground or grown out of a tree. You know whether you should have it or not. So it's just about being intelligent and just sort of knowing exactly what you should have. You need to make sure you stay well hydrated, so drinking lots of water. Where I say hydrated, that does not mean alcohol, so you need to completely cut on the alcohol. Lots of water a day, so try to carry a large bottle with you and drink on a regular basis. Most of your body is made up of water, so it needs to be constantly replenished. If it's a hot day, you're going to lose a lot of water in your body through heat, through sweat, so on. So just keep up with that. And going back on what I said previously, it's cutting out processed foods. If something goes in a microwave for 30 seconds and it's telling you it's got this amount of protein, so on, you know that's not going to be the best for you. It's a lot of those microwaves are going to take away any nutrient value from the food. It's going to be filled with chemicals. So just kind of stay clear of that. So the next one, you probably wouldn't realise just how important this actually can be for good health, and that's getting enough sleep. It's really, really important that you sleep, roughly 8 hours a night, and try to, get that daily. People will make excuses saying they work till late, they're up early, so on. You have to, you have to make sure that you get to bed earlier. A lot of the time you speak to people and they sit in bed for an hour on Facebook before falling asleep. Well, that's not going to help you. If you can get to sleep 8 hours a night, then that while you're sleeping is when important changes occur in the body. The body allows to rebuild itself, it allows to recover. It means that the next day you're also going to have more energy. Too many people are surviving on sleep deprivation. That means low energy levels, which means people then tend to run for sugar to try and give them an energy boost. So sleep is incredibly important for whatever kind of health goal you might have. Just try to set yourself a time each night that you get to bed, so when you get up in the morning you've had that full night. And the last principle, I would expect most people would know this one, and it's probably what affects 99% of the population in the Western world. It's controlling your stress levels. Stress is really one of the main causes of disease. Every kind of disease out there is really a stress disease. In Western society, it tends to be obviously mainly work and social life affects these things, and you hear excuses all the time of, well, I can't help this, so how do I expect to have good health? Unfortunately, when it comes to health, you can't really give excuses. You need to make sure that you find ways to control stress. If it means learning meditation, trying to find ways that when you leave work, that stress of work stays in the workplace and it doesn't come home with you. Learning how to deal with social life. Unless you're willing to change, you can't expect anything to change from your body and through your health. So controlling stress really is vital for whatever it is in health that you want to achieve. So they are the 4 principles of good health. Try to work on one at a time. I'd normally start with sleep. That should be the easiest one. Get yourself into a routine of sleep. Once you've got that sorted, go on to the next one, and so on from there. So that's it for this video. If you like this, then please like or subscribe to my channel for many more, or maybe even leave a comment. And if you want to know any more about me, then you can check me out at breathefitness.uk.com. Otherwise, I'm on Facebook at Breathe Fitness, Twitter at BreatheFitPT. All the links are below. So that's it for this one. Stay healthy, everyone.